Hi friends, today we are doing the life hack to end all life hacks. This is the witchy way to make you actually want to mop your house. I am not kidding you, okay? I am a girly with ADHD who hates mopping with a passion. I have been doing this for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and I mop my house more than once a week now. Like, I'm actually excited to mop today after this. So we are turning your mopping into a witchy potion, and you are going to set an intention for that potion and then spread it throughout your entire house, and it's going to feel amazing. Okay, so strap in. First things first, you need your mop bucket. Whatever mop bucket you use is fine. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. Now, you're going to want to start with some kind of soap base. So this is Castile soap. I use this oftentimes. This comes in unscented, or you can choose a scent based on your intention. So I'm gonna go with lavender because I always like to add an element of calm to my space. So you just add it, like, follow the directions. I don't, but you should, because sometimes you put too much soap in and it makes a big old mess. You could also get a product like this. This is from a small business called Counter Magic, where they actually make floor cleaners that are, you dilute in the water and it has an intention with them already. Like, this one's for grounding, so sometimes I'll just add a couple of drops to that, but they do make them so you can like put them in a spray bottle and spray them on your floors. Now, if you're looking for using something you already have in your space, I'm gonna show you how to make an herb tea so that you're not actually like mopping with rosemary and then finding pieces of rosemary all over your house after. So we're just gonna make it like we would a cup of tea. This is just one of those fancy dancy tea thingies. You could also get just like an empty tea bag, but pour our rosemary in. And we're gonna pour our hot water on top, just like you would making any kind of loose leaf tea. And we're just gonna let that steep for a little while to infuse that water with the rosemary. When you're choosing herbs for this method, you wanna choose based on the intention you wanna set. So rosemary, it's great for purifying, cleansing, protection, pretty much like the Uno wild card of herbs, so you can use it for just about anything. I really like it because it adds a nice like earthy feeling, grounding feeling to the space, which I feel like all of us need a little more grounding. Other options you can add, this one is completely free. It is moon water. So if you don't have moon water, you just fill any container that you have, could be like a plastic water bottle, stick it out underneath the moon or on your windowsill. I have a whole video that walks you through how to do it, so we'll link that up here. But you just take your moon water, pour it in. Boom, potion, boom. Doesn't have to be complicated. Other forms of water, this is Florida water. Contrary to popular belief, it is not water from a tap in Florida. It's actually a spiritual cologne. So it is fragrance. So you want to make sure that the fragrance is like something you enjoy that will be diluted down. So it won't be the only thing that you smell. You can add a couple drops in there. Florida water is great for spiritual cleansing your space. I find it has like this really light energy to it. So if you feel like your space has been like a little stuffy, maybe your windows have been closed for a while, you want some fresh energy in, a couple of drops of Florida water is great. If you have any kind of oils, you could take a couple of drops of those. This is a spell oil. It's the Quantum Jump oil from Spellcrafter, which my bestie makes. But if you have essential oils, you could put a couple of drops in there too. You want to be mindful though of the dilution ratio, because especially if you have pets who maybe lick the floor, you want to make sure that you're only using oils that are safe to be around whatever pet that you have. So you can do your own research on that. But typically, if you're only using a drop or two in a bucket of water, the dilution is going to be enough that it's not going to cause any harm. But always do your research. Finally, you know me, I always like to add an element of protection to any sort of magical spell that I do. So we're going to add a little saltful protection. That's it, a little sprinkle. If you have an abundance of crystals sitting around your house, you could toss these into your mop water, but I'm gonna give you some cautions around this. You wanna make sure that the crystals are safe for water, meaning they're not gonna dissolve, they're not gonna rust, they're not gonna erode if they're in water. And you also want to make sure that they are not going to leach toxins into your water. Now, typically, you've heard me say before, I don't recommend putting crystals directly into water if you're gonna drink it. In this case, we're probably not gonna drink this. But again, you don't want to like put toxins around your house and then soak it up through your bare feet or have your pets lick the floor or whatever. So I typically stick to crystals in the quartz family. Clear quartz will amplify whatever intention you've already put in here. Rose quartz is great for loving intention. Citrine, great for manifestation or abundance. You get the idea. So we'll toss a few of those in. So you can let this infuse for as long as you want. I usually wait until when I give it a sniff, it smells like rosemary. Yeah, smells like rosemary to me. So we're just gonna pour this into our cup. And if you're wondering, yes, I will link this in my Amazon storefront for you in case you're as obsessed with it as I am. But we've just made a rosemary infusion. And so you can do this with any tea that you have, any herb that you have that you want the intention in your space. Cinnamon would be a really good one for abundance, lavender for calm, peppermint for mental clarity, right? Like you can really go nuts with it. And then I just pour a little splash in there. Boom. That's it. Now you've made your witchy potion. All you have to do now is fill this up with hot, hot water and spread the intention throughout your space with your mop. Okay? So you just dunk that in and mop your way through your space. Let me know what you're putting in your potion down in the comments below and make sure you subscribe for more.